Hello everyone. So last video we've ended up with providing the project's HTML page containing the grid of cards pointing to the projects that has been made. So say you have the YouTube video covering that projects, like in my case, because I'm building my very personal website. And just to give an idea for those who probably missed the previous video, something that the way it looks is the following. So you can do like specific videos here and the specific links to the source code that corresponds to a given project. But the issue that we've encountered in the previous video was the following. So if we have a look at the source code of the page, it turns out that every single element, every single row takes so much space, and if you want to change something, it's not really maintainable, let's say. So how can we optimize this and get rid of this big amount of code? Well, JavaScript would help us, and jQuery in particular would allow us to get the job done properly. I just start with getting rid of this entire rows here. So I don't want the rows, and instead I can dynamically add elements to the parent one. Okay, so it takes time to get rid of the entire thing here. So like this, delete, and yeah, so this is it. Add just some text, test, and update. Yeah, so we have nothing here so far. So the first thing to do, I want to add the jQuery sources to the project, and I can do this right over in here. So after this line, we have the jQuery 3.6.4 bin.js being loaded, and also after the project, I want to create the custom script where our entire logic would live in. And also this particular container, I want to give it an ID. So ID equals to projects. Here I want to say append row. And let's add more text, and don't forget to close the parentheses here. Let's have a look. Yeah, more text here. So we can not only append text, we can also append like HTML code, which is absolutely fantastic. But before that, let me just get rid of this sort of a thing here. So okay, and now here I can use the multi-line string. So that's the back quotes. And here I can do my BS grid again. However, I don't need the outer container. So I don't need this one. I only need the single row. I don't need this one. So let me just adjust the indentation properly. 1, 2. Okay. And also probably let's do just like call 1, just for simplicity. And here let's do call 2, and here let's do the call 3. So okay, call 1, call 2, call 3, but we want to have this the number of rows we have in our data set, and we didn't yet even provide the data set itself. So here we have the project's data set, and this is going to be just a plain object var projects equals, so the list of lists, and here every row is represented by the list, and every list will contain the dictionary having the items like name, description, video URL, and the source code. But for now, we can say for and let row equals to 0, row is less than the projects dot length and row plus plus. So this should have done the following. So this should bring me the number of rows that I need to have. So if I did everything properly, it now creates up to 4 rows. And this call1, call2, call3 is just a placeholder for the following car that we will be adding there. And the identifier would look like the following. So I say ID equals, and here I can do row 1, column 1. The second one would be row 2, column 2, like row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3, etc. So, but we need to pick up the row number from this loop because there might be many rows. So for this sake, I do the following. So plus, and this is going to be row and plus 1. Because I don't want to have row 0, I want to have the row 1, etc. Okay, so this is going to be like row 1 and column 1, okay, and then column 2 and column 3 respectively, because we have the like static amount of columns here. So let me just quickly copy this. So right, and let's now inspect the elements. So I want to make sure that every element has the specific so row 1 column 1, row 1 column 2, row 1 column 3, which is correct. And this was for the and this one is row 2 column 1, row 2 column 3, etc. Okay, and this one is row 3 column 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's just the coordinate system for the identifiers. So hopefully this makes sense. What this gives us is the opportunity to link the certain ID of the particular place within the layout, the certain cell in the layout can be binded to the element within our structure here. So let's now work on the structure. And so here I want to say the name, and I just call it project 1, and also we have the description, and this is going to be, this is project 1 description, this is the second line. Just want to give a couple of lines to the description ultimately. Also we will have the video URL, okay, and just some stuff here, just leave it empty for now. And then want to have the source code, okay, and also leave this empty for now. Okay, yeah, now this should be just fine. All right, yeah, great. Now the next thing is we want to append the column. So here we want to append column, and again, so for lag column equals to 0, column is less than projects indexed by the row dot length. Let's just have a couple of rows for now. We'll add more as needed. So within every single row we have columns. So this dictionary or object is column 1. So this one is column 2. This one is column 3. So depending on how many projects indexed by the row. So this is the first row here. This is the second row. And say this is like row 1 and column 1, right? But want to replace the particular elements with the specific values. So we have the row plus 1, okay, and here we have the column. And just for testing purposes, let's for now do just append, and let's say text, and the column. So this would be column 0, 1, 2 now. Okay. Yeah. Text 0, text 1, text 2. Okay. Call 1, call 2, call 3, text 0, text 1, text 2. And yeah, now we can already get rid of these. And the purely, yeah, so text 0, text 1, text 2. Okay, and now we can make it a column as well. Okay. Yeah, great. So from now on, we can specify the cart here. So again, back quotes. And here I want to say BS card. Okay. All right. So now we just bring me these similar cards, which is good. So we've now dynamically generated cards, but we also need to specify the elements. So for the card header, here I want to have the plus and say projects indexed by the row, indexed by the column, and this is the name. Okay, card project header, project 1, project 2. Okay, now we want to get rid of this this one. Okay, project 1, but yeah, that's because we have project 1 throughout the entire thing here. So let's make a project 1, project 2, project 3, project 4, project 5, project 6. And yes, project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's add the description here. So it's quite similar for the description as well. So I can grab these entire snippet like here, copy, put, and this is going to be description. Okay, so but again, we want to add the numbers. So project 1 description, project 2, project 3, project 4, project 5. Okay, and as for the footer, want to have the following. So let's do want to have A with H reference, and like this. Here I say source code, but let's have a look. So this turned into links, and if we inspect the element, yeah, href, this is project 1 description. Yeah, not the description, but the source code. And here I also need to add the source code as well. This one is project 1, inspect, project 2, etc., etc. So last but not least thing to do here is to have the video, the specific video here, and to provide that, just right above in here, I just say BS YouTube video. So we have the video. Yeah, we can probably bring the source down like this. And here, instead of this, we do plus, and we do projects row column and video ID. Okay, and it should already bring in some values. Okay, and now let's just grab some specific YouTube video. I'll show you how this works with the playlist and how this works with the how this works with a single video. Say the video URL in here would be this one. Oh, video URL, not the video ID. So video URL. Well, yeah, so now we have the particular thing being embedded here, which is good. So just want to give you an idea in regards to the difference, which is quite important. So if you have a playlist, like this is the playlist, you see, then you just drop the entire URL. But say you want to use the single video, like for instance this one. So just copy link address, and now I want to put this one in, say, in here in project 2. And this case would give me an error. Well, just not gets loaded, because for a single video we only need the video ID, and ID starts V equals, and this goes the ID. So this is how this can be done. Okay, now we have the single video being embedded. And now the matter of adding new element is as simple as you can just copy and paste in like this. So just add it in new row, and there might be not exactly like elements number of 3. There might be less elements, and you see like the project, yes, this should be projects 7 and 8. So this is going to be project 7, project 8, and description for project 7 and project 8. So you guys, now when you have this sort of a simple way of managing the content, and also you can like do quite cool layout tricks here. So say you want to put the project 2 to the place of the project 6 and vice versa. Let me see, yeah, project 6 goes here, project 2 goes here. So that's the simple way of manipulating the layout. Yeah, I just don't quite understand what's wrong with the, yeah, it was probably just was some bug with the highlighting itself. Yeah guys, so this is essentially it from my side. One last thing to show you is, just want to give you an idea how this looks on my real personal website. So personal website, and go into the projects page, and here I have all the titles being set to the particular actual projects I have, and all the descriptions and the source codes are also working. So say I want to have a look at this file manager, I can click on it and it brings me to the GitHub page, so how to install, how to use all this stuff. Or if I want to use the, I don't know, the Key1 emulator, for instance, I have the source code again, which has already been shown in the beginning. I can work with it. Although the output is like fairly the same, well, apart from maybe that here I've just provided a couple of links, yeah, here I didn't. But anyway, so if you have a look at the source code here, then we had to manually put all the codes in, which is annoying, long, and boring. But yeah, here we just have the list of items which are unique, and also we only have the bootstrap card template, and we have the template for the row, and we can use some JavaScript to dynamically render the content, and that's the way how to optimize things. So yeah, hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I'll give you links to the source code, to the templates in the description down below, and see you next tutorial. Until then, and cheers.